And we are live on this Thursday, May 29th? Yeah, it looks like it's May 29th, 2025. Welcome, everyone. May 9th, 2025. All right. And we will, let's see, I'll mute that. Hey, Guidine. Darn. I never know whether to pronounce it Guidine or Guidine. But I was thinking, while we're waiting for people to come on, I saw this thing. I haven't watched it yet. It says, why are so many expats leaving Thailand in 2025? So let me share that. Share a window. This. While we're waiting for people to join the fun. Let's see why so many expats are leaving Thailand in 2025.
So many expats packing up and leaving Thailand in 2025. From rising costs to visa nightmares, the dream doesn't last forever for everyone.
Oh, this guy's camera is terrible.
It's long been a magnet for Western expats.
Oh, this guy's camera. I have to pause it for a second. His camera is blinking. He must have such a terrible frame rate. He can't even do like 720.
Is rooted in the powerful combination of lifestyle, affordability, and cultural richness. For decades, the country has offered what many in the West increasingly feel is out of reach. A slower pace of life, a lower cost of living, a year-round tropical climate, and a sense of adventure. Retirees are drawn to the prospect of stretching their pensions comfortably, often affording beachfront condos, regularly dining out, and the ability to have the best private healthcare that rivals Western standards at a fraction of the price. Digital nomads and entrepreneurs find a relatively low barrier to entry, with fast-growing cities like Chiang Mai and, of course, Bangkok offering a supportive expat infrastructure and decent internet connectivity.
What do you say? Cities expanding like Bangkok. I don't know if Bangkok's really an expanding city. I think it's been pretty well known for a long time.
But beyond cost and convenience, there's something deeper. Thailand's unique culture, with its emphasis on politeness, community, and spiritual life. It offers a refreshing contrast to the fast-paced, individualistic societies many expats leave behind. Add to that the famous Thai hospitality, the vibrant street food scenes, stunning natural landscapes from beaches to mountains, and a lively social scene.
Yes, because as we see graffiti here on the wall, yes, that's a cultural thing.
And it becomes easy to see why Thailand consistently ranks among the top destinations for Westerners seeking a new chapter abroad. For many, it feels like an escape, an exotic but accessible refuge that offers not just a change in scenery, but a different rhythm of life. With all that being said, let's get into the 17 real reasons why so many expats are packing up and leaving Thailand. Rising cost of...
Oh, forget the top 5 list. Now we have 17 reasons.
Living. Thailand was once synonymous with cheap living. Budget street food.
Oh, it still is. I would say it still is, unless you're going to maybe Bangkok and Phuket. I think the Bangkok and Phuket are like the 2 most expensive places in Thailand, which rival Western standards now. So he's not wrong there. If you live in those 2 places, you're probably paying a lot. But I find Pattaya pretty cheap.
Low rents and affordable healthcare. But in recent years, inflation and economic pressures have steadily pushed up prices. Imported goods are heavily taxed. Rent in popular places like Bangkok and Phuket has climbed exponentially. And even local...
Did he say Phuket? Hold on, I'm going to play that again. Because I know those are the 2 places, Phuket and Bangkok. It is expensive to live there.
And Phuket has climbed in popular places like Bangkok and Phuket.
Oh, yeah,
has
okay.
climbed
Yeah.
exponentially.
Those
Even
places are
local
expensive
food
to live in.
prices have surged. For retirees, or fixed income expats, this means their budget no longer stretches as far, forcing many to reconsider.
Hi, Tizzy.
Ding, ding. Hello, welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, I just I saw this. Literally, I saw this like under a half hour ago. This video says, "Why are so many expats leaving Thailand?" And I was kind of interested why. And
Money.
one of them I could kind of guess, like the price of stuff is going up because Thailand is not like it's no longer like it was back in the 90s, early 2000s, like just a like a backwards country where people could just come in. Thailand has been doing very well. Their currency has been doing pretty well, and that a currency doing well, a strong currency makes things expensive.
Yeah.
You know, everything from your exchange rate from your home country to wages in the country going up. So wages in there going up is going to raise prices of everything. So yeah.
Whether Thailand is still a financially sustainable place to live. Stricter immigration rules. Thailand has been tightening its visa policies. Retirement visas now require more paperwork, bank statements, and frequent yearly renewals.
So what do you say? Retirement visas now. Hold on, I have to play this again. Retirement visas now take more.
Thailand has been tightening its visa policies.
Have they been tightening it? I don't know. Like it seems the same to me. I'm guessing he's talking about like the retirement visas.
Retirement visas now require more paperwork, bank statements.
More paperwork, bank statements. Maybe it's true. Like maybe just how much you have to have in the bank. You've always had to have. I think in the last 10 years, you've had to have money in the bank for retirement visas. And you can't just put it in. They did crack down on stuff where you could put money in like literally a week before and then show the bank statement and then take the money back out. You know, you just borrow money from someone, put it in your account, show them, and then you have to actually have the money in for a couple months now. That was I think that was a loophole people were using. So they did tighten that part up. You know what I mean?
And frequent yearly renewals. Rule changes with little notice and enforcement can vary from province to province. Some long-term expats report feeling like they've been squeezed out, with requirements that feel like hurdles more than formalities. This legal uncertainty creates stress and makes Thailand feel less like a stable.
I'll pause it for here. So if the rules were, let's say the rules were in the past, you had to have 10,000 in the bank, and you retired there knowing you only had to have 10,000 in the bank, and then they upped the requirements to you have to have 50,000 in the bank. It doesn't matter if it's dollars or euros, but then all of a sudden, like you're living a comfortable life there, you have to have 10,000 in the bank to show them. I get it, and then all of a sudden they raise it to 50,000 in the bank. That could be a hardship for a lot of people. You know, people that just retired. They base their retirement knowing the rules at the time, and then all of a sudden, now they're saying, oh yeah, you have to have more in the bank now. That could be real stressful, and really it could force people out.
Term home. New kinds of tourists and expats coming to Thailand. It's no secret that Thailand used to be very Western-centric. However, it is not uncommon for Westerners to be greatly outnumbered by people who have not been coming to Thailand for long. According to some expats, this has changed the very fabric of the country they once loved, and is a reason high on the list why they chose to leave Thailand for good, seeking greener pastures elsewhere, or returning to their country.
How much is that? So what he's saying here is, hold on, I have to blow my nose. He's saying the reason people want to leave is because more foreigners are coming in. Hey, yes, what's Chris? More foreigners are coming in, so that makes people want to leave. I don't necessarily buy that. I would say if more troublemakers come in, then yes. But like normal everyday people, like are you going to want to leave because you see like more hot Russian women coming into the country? I don't think so.
Of origin. Healthcare limitations. While Thailand offers high-quality private healthcare, it is increasingly expensive. Many foreigners rely on private insurance, but premiums have been rising significantly.
Okay, so
especially
what he's saying here is the reason people want to leave is because healthcare has been getting more expensive in Thailand. Well, I hate to break it to them, but healthcare has been getting more expensive in the entire world. It's not just in Thailand. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have healthcare anywhere, it's been getting more expensive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I know our plan is, what is our deductible now? It's it's like the first 6,000 is out of pocket for an individual, and for the whole family is 10,000. That's a lot of money to pay out of pocket for a year before the insurance premium like kicks in.
So you pay $6,000 a year for your health insurance, do you?
No. That's the out of pocket costs.
All right. How much?
That's in addition to having to pay premiums. So let's say day one, I have to go to the hospital, and my bill is $6,000. I have to pay that out of pocket. Insurance doesn't even cover it.
All right, that's no good.
But after I pay the $6,000, then the insurance picks up stuff.
All right.
So it is expensive. It didn't, like, I remember 20 years ago, it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
But you know why? Part of the reason why health insurance is so expensive, it's kind of a good thing, but people are living longer. So when people live longer at the end years of their life, that puts a strain on healthcare. If people only live to 60 years old, healthcare wouldn't hardly have any cost. But most of the cost of healthcare are people like, I'd say like 65 and older, maybe even 70 and older. Most of the costs of it are just based on that age group. So the fact that people's lives are being prolonged, as much as we see it as a good thing, there are some repercussions. Like, yeah, we keep these people alive, but now they're taking so many drugs to stay alive, and so many doctor's visits. It's literally costing $10,000 a month on the healthcare system per person per month, which is a lot. Big strain.
Older expats. Public hospitals, while cheap, often come with long wait times and communication barriers.
Don't go to public hospitals if you have jewelry on. They will remove it for you, but you just won't find it again.
As people age, they begin to weigh whether their long-term healthcare needs will be adequately met in Thailand, or is it safer to return to...
Hello?
Well, Kevin. Hi, Chris.
Oh, he's waiting for
everybody.
He's waiting. Ding ding. Hello, welcome.
Oh no. I just wait. I thought you guys were speaking, so just waiting for you guys to stop.
How you
Good day,
doing?
everybody. I'm waiting for my air conditioning guy to show up. He's supposed to come by 5 o'clock, which is in about 20 minutes. But whatever.
Are you gonna put him on too?
No.
Okay.
I gotta leave
Ah,
because I do property management, so I'm here at the property, and I'm waiting for him to check everything out. So anyway, so
Are
I
you
thought
in
I'd pop on and
Yeah. Are you in America, Chris? Or
yes.
okay. Have you lived in America for long? Or
Yes and no. I've lived in Europe. Okay, I'm 49 now. I lived in America for 26 plus 5, 30 years, and 19 years in Europe.
Oh, okay.
And 1 year in Thailand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
how does it feel, Chris, to be the youngest one on this stream?
Don't feel any any more special. I'm honored to be in the presence of such wisdom.
Yeah, I wish my kids felt the same way.
How old are you, Tyson?
Oh, I was born between 1963 and 1977.
So 72, eh?
I think that puts that range puts that number out of pocket.
71, 70.
No, between 1963 and 1977.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to be vague or mysterious, do you? Or
Oh, definitely.
yeah. Well, I'm 52, if that helps.
Yeah, so we're about the same age, Sean. So,
Yeah.
I don't think Hazy is much older than we are.
No.
If he is in fact older.
No, and mysterious. Yeah.
Yes.
So, international man of mystery from Pennsylvania. How old are your kids? Then we can kind of guess how old
One
you
is
are.
one is in high school, one is in college.
Oh, okay.
One's in college. Finished college or starting college? Or in the middle?
Still in college.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's about
And
right.
I'm really looking forward to the day where both of them are out of college.
Mm.
No. You're not looking forward to that. You're looking forward to the day that they both get a job
That too. Yeah.
and support themselves.
I was saying the first thing. I did say the first thing because once they're out of college, then I don't have any more college payments to make.
Oh
So
yeah.
I do like that.
I mean, I remember when I became like I was sort of like a late bloomer. Like I didn't really leave the house until like home. Not leave the house. Of course, I left the house, but I didn't leave like the comfort blanket of home until I was like 24, 25,
Oh,
which is a
wow.
long time.
Yeah.
But I helped in the family business as well. So there's that. So it's like a comings and goings. And my parents in that time, they got divorced. So when I was like 22, they got divorced.
Oh,
So it's
shit.
a little bit of pull and push and the family business. And so, yeah, it was a little bit of weirdness going on. Yeah. And then like the business and everything and all that stuff was taken care of. And then I went out on my own from like 24. Yeah, and that's when I went to Europe and I worked there for like 18 years, 19 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I left home at 8. I left home at 18 and I never returned.
Wait, at age 8?
18.
Oh, 18.
No.
I think that I heard the 8, and then I think the teen.
As soon as I got.
Damn.
As soon as I got into college, yeah. So, yeah.
Well, okay, I went to college as well. I still consider it being home because
I wasn't living at home. No.
Oh, no, was I, but I just consider it still being attached.
Oh,
to
okay.
home.
Then 19 when I was 19, because
I love college. It was the best 7 years of my life.
it was the best of the. It was the best of days. It was the blurst of days. Yeah, that's a Smith's sign. No, hang on. A Simpsons reference.
Mm.
When Mr. Burns gets what is it, dogs or something to do his communication, and they write that poem. It was the best of days. It was the blurst of days.
Yes.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah.
Funny at the time. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't really watch it anymore like I used to, but there's some things like if you're like up to date with stuff around the world, and you really like, there's just like even like little things you're just like, oh my God. Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay.
they did make
And
yeah.
It's Like the little subtle references, like is awesome.
They do.
Such an awesome show.
Make little cultural references. It's very relevant at the time. I just heard. I was watching a movie, and to give you an example of cultural references that were very valid at the time, I was watching that movie Men in Black. Was it one? It was Men in Black 1, and at the very end, after they destroyed the bug, the bug guy, and at the end of the movie, they're talking about aliens, and then the girl says, "Oh, we're gonna go watch a Chicago Bulls basketball game. I hear Dennis Rodman's going to be in town," and the guy says, "Well, he doesn't." Or something about Dennis Rodman, and the girl says, "Oh, he's that alien. That's not much of a costume he wears." So you had to be in the time to know basketball, to know your Chicago Bulls, to know Dennis Rodman. It was like a cultural reference that, but it was a good joke, especially like my kids would not get that if they said the word Dennis Rodman. No one would know who that is.
No.
Well, unless they were really interested in basketball. I mean, the Worm was like, yeah, scored no points but could dominate a game.
Yeah, he a great defensive player.
So anyway,
yeah.
But was his team? I don't think his team was Chicago Bulls, were they?
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
He was
he first started off at the Detroit Pistons. Then he went to. Didn't he go to the San Antonio Spurs? And then he went to the Bulls, and then he went back to the Spurs for like 3 days. After he went to the Bulls, that was it. Because he won a championship with the Pistons, or 2, I think.
Yeah, I do remember his time with the Bulls. I don't really remember him from other teams, to be honest.
Yeah, back in the day when he had no tattoos and no piercings and nothing.
Yeah.
And no
before
dyed
he
hair.
North Korea.
Yeah, true. But even then, when he played for the Pistons, he was a really good defensive player.
Yeah. You know who was really good back in the day for the Pistons defensively? Richard Hamilton.
That guy, I don't know.
I
remember
that guy was a
Vinny the Microwave Johnson used to play for.
I remember that, the microwave.
Well, because he came off the bench and he's like, when he's hot, it's like a microwave. He just nonstop scoring off the bench. So whatever. And then they had Bill Lambier, dirty ass player. Anyway, let's not talk about American sports and let Sean to be bored again.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
There you go.
I played as a kid. I played basketball. I was I'm not tall, so I was what do they call the short guys at the front?
Bench warmer.
Point guard.
Point guard. Yeah, the short guys. Yeah. So I was good at stealing the ball and long shots, but not layups, or because I was too short to, like if I went for a layup and there was a defender, they would cancel it every time. But I was good at long shots and stealing.
You were better than me. I couldn't run, couldn't shoot, and what else could I not do? Oh, couldn't defend. Yeah.
Here's one Sean should know. White men can't jump.
Yeah, good movie. Woody Harrelson,
yeah.
They made a remake of the movie, though, I think, not too long ago. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Great movie.
There we go. If I could turn back time.
You go and share on us. I'm gonna have to mute you for a minute.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little share.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
No, nothing wrong with a little share, man. What is the one that they kept where she got another couple $1 million? If you believe, or do you believe, or whatever it's called? That was like popular back in the day.
You believe there's life after love. Bow, 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 bow.
I'm not sure if that. Sorry, I'm not sure if that was her last hit or not, but yeah, she made a little coin on that one.
Do you know what her husband Sonny's last hit was? And don't say the tree. Don't say the tree.
I really don't know that much. I know that they were together. They had a show on TV, that they did music together, and that he also had a few songs. But he's not a woman, so there you go.
It was the tree.
Oh, okay. So, and Cher's like Elizabeth Taylor, always younger husbands or boyfriends than her, much younger, always a bigger age gap with the next one.
There you go. And if you look
It's
back
like
at that,
it's the Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
what was the song when she was on a battleship? What was that one? When sitting on the cannon of the battleship.
No idea.
G6, you hit my battleship. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
I'm looking it up as well.
Yeah,
Share battleship video. Yeah, it's Turn Back Time.
Yeah, if I could turn back time. All right. Yeah, she had all the Navy guys in that clip. And she was sitting with her legs spread on a cannon. If that's not the peak of sexual metaphor, I don't know what is. Yeah.
Yeah, she liked the attention.
Yeah.
Not really my cup of tea, but I mean, she wasn't ugly.
I don't think she's anyone's cup of tea. But did you see what she was wearing in that clip, Chris?
She normally, I just remember her always, like, if you see her on shows or on TV or at events, she always wears like some kind of bathing suit thing with a lot of sheer.
Yeah. So if Tai Z was to pick out that clip of Turn Back Time, you would see what she's wearing and you just go, oh my God, what a slut.
I'm sure she's wearing much less than they do at the Pattaya bars in Thailand.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I remember, but she had a couple hits.
Back time. Sorry?
I said she had a couple hits and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like you're singing it now and you just
remember these songs for 20 years ago.
Right, but it's like that thing that a hit is, I guess, in music. When it comes into your ear or you think about it, you have to sing it or you have to like hum it or whatever. So yeah, why not? And that's back in the day when they didn't have Spotify and you actually sold records and made a little money, I would hope.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Definitely not Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Not my type of music, but I certainly acknowledge how popular she is.
Oh, another person, Sean, who used to sort of dress like Cher a little bit, not all the time.
Oh,
Tina Turner.
Give us a hint.
Tina Turner.
Oh, I do like Tina Turner.
Yeah.
I like Tina Turner more than Cher.
Yeah.
I think that song she does, We Don't Need Another Hero. I really like that song.
Yeah.
The vocals in that, so strong.
Yeah.
Was it Private Dancer? That one was provocative as well.
Dancing for money.
Yeah, I think she was one of the artists that Russia banned right around 2000 or 2000 to 2005. They banned a bunch of artists from entering the country and entering and doing concerts. I saw the lists recently on Facebook. It was like a list of 30 artists. I think Tina Turner was definitely one of them.
Just remember when I was younger, on cable TV, they had her concert on HBO when she was in Brazil. This is Tina Turner. And it was like, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of people. Oh, there's the guy right now. I gotta go.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, all right.
Cheers.
No problem.
Cheerio.
Thank you for coming on.
I was about to hang up. Hearing that call, you know, like you just go,
Oh, do you have the same ringtone? Like sometimes I'll hear ringtones and it's the same ringtone as me. And I'm like, is that my phone? It'll be a phone like 20 feet away, but I hear it. I'm like, oh shoot, is that my phone?
Have you got an iPhone or a Samsung or a
Samsung? Well, Android.
Android? Yeah,
Well,
you're not.
yeah, it's better to say Samsung because the Samsungs have pretty much their own set of ringtones.
I bought a Samsung Note in the day, and it was the best, you know, available.
Yeah.
Fuck, what a waste of money that was.
My favorite phone was the phone I had before this, but I couldn't when we switched over phones to the new plan. I wasn't allowed to bring that phone over, but I really enjoyed the phone. Oh, what was it called? Damn. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the phone.
Right. Yeah.
But it was really good phone. Like it had attachments. It was a Motorola phone, but you could put attachments on the back. You could put an attachment as an extra battery. You could put an attachment as a projector. So you could watch something. It was actually a projector. You could watch something on the, like you could point it towards the ceiling and watch it on the ceiling if you had white paint. It had like a lot of really useful stuff in it. It had NF is it called NFC? I'm trying not to think football here, but it had like a near detector, so you could hook up medical devices wirelessly to it. It was really good. And this is going back 5 years, but they my stupid phone plan wouldn't let me transfer that phone over, so I had to get another phone. This one wound up being pretty boring.
Does your phone go do 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 do? The Samsung tone. Do 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 do.
During what? I think I know what you mean. Is it? It's not during like a phone call. You're talking about
the ringtone. Yeah.
Oh well, no. You could pick a ringtone. It has like 20 different options for ringtone. I think I have like a different one. Like it does something. It does something else for the ringtone. It does. When the phone boots up, it says "Hello Moto," which
right.
It's okay, but that's because it's a Motorola. It's going to do that regardless if it's Android or not.
Yeah.
Although it has to be Android. I don't think a Motorola could be an iPhone. They have their own manufacturing process.
Yeah.
False alarm. He's delayed by an hour, which is fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh no, that's good for us. Well, really good for me and Sean the Prompt.
If you think so, thank you. But yeah, I only use because of tenant. Okay, I'll be there with the guy, but like for example, when I'm in Thailand or whatever, or not here, I send people to the places that I would give a key to my house to. You know, I trust them. So yeah, this guy, and he's really good and fast. He doesn't fuck around. He can diagnose quickly. I had him replace an AC unit in one of the units last year. He was done so quick. It's like, wow.
You could diagnose units quick. He could diagnose it quickly because I know sometimes they have to check.
Well, you check the pressures, you check voltages, you check.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a closed system. There's only like what you got: the evaporator where the air gets blown over, which makes it cool. You've got the dryer, which is a little bulbous thing. You got the compressor, and you got the gas oil in the system because it's a combination of gas and oil, which also lubricates the compressor at the same time. And or you have a leak. So it's not that much, but and you have a capacitor. So like when you when the system asks to lower the temperature, it sends a signal to the compressor, and for the compressor to start, there's a capacitor to get it going, and it's high voltage, right? Because okay, the ones I have are high voltage,
and the capacitor can wear out over time.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, and the capacitor can get blown.
Are you familiar with R22? Cool.
Well, that's the old gas. You can't use that anymore.
So we still have that. You know how much I had to pay for one pound of R22?
It's expensive.
$400 for 1 pound of R22.
What is it?
It's expensive.
it's insane. It's like what is it? A half a. I'm trying to think what it might be, like a half a liter, since there's like 4 liters in a gallon. It would be like a half a liter. I had to pay $400 because you need the like at least a minimum pressure for the.
Correct.
Yeah.
However, if you don't have enough fluid or enough gas, not fluid, don't have enough gas. Yes, gas seeps because it's not a perfect vacuum. It's not a perfect system, so it seeps out over time.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it seeps out within like a month instead of 4 years or something, then you got a leak somewhere, right? I think they're copper lines. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's. I know how it works on a car. It basically works the same everywhere, right? Air conditioning, the system itself. But yeah, I think we had a power cut the other day, so maybe one of the capacitor's gone that throws on the compressor. So the capacitor's getting the signal, but the capacitor's broken and can't get the compressor to engage. Let's put it that way. I don't know. Or it could be a problem with the thermostat. The thermostat could be broken. That the signal's not being sent correctly. Whoops.
Z's fallen off.
Yeah. Fell
He'll be
asleep.
back. He'll be back in 2 minutes. Yeah.
Fell asleep with my AC lecture.
No. I think he just froze first, and then his computer died. He needs to get a new computer.
Yeah. I just use my laptop. Not my laptop. My iPad or my tablet. It's an Android tablet, so that's all I use.
Yeah.
I hardly ever use a laptop anymore, to be fair. Oh, there he is.
Hey, yeah, I crashed. I crash every time I stream. I crash because of my stupid freaking computer. I could get a normal computer, but it'll be loud.
You need to do like one of those Kelly Caldwell, fundathons for a new MacBook.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not gonna ask people for money. But one good thing about crashing is this computer is very, very quick in actually coming back. Like I could just hold the button down to turn the crashed computer into turning it off. Wait 3 seconds, turn it back on, and like literally within a minute to a minute and 15 seconds, I'll be right back on. It does a really good job at that. But unfortunately, there is a bug in the hardware. There's a class action lawsuit going on with this particular computer because it does. It's a proven fact that it does crash. But I don't know if I want to go through the trouble of getting.
How often does it crash on you?
It depends what I'm doing. If I do nothing, it's all about applications. If I play, let's say if I'm streaming like this, like once an hour. If I play high intensity computer games, once an hour. If I do nothing except browse the web and stuff, it doesn't crash. Yeah, it has to do with there's a conflict between the sound card and something else that's going on.
Well, guess what I would have done with that thing? After like the third crash, that shit would could have gone sailing out my window, boy.
Mm-hmm. I did try to get this is going back about 4 to 6 months ago. I found a computer that was liquid cooled. So if it's liquid cooled, it's not using fans and it would be quiet. But it was using fans, and I couldn't turn the fans down, so the fans were so loud. I couldn't keep a computer. I had to send it back.
Liquid cooled. Yeah, I've seen the ones that they immerse in oil or whatever, or liquids. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen those.
it has what is it? Cables running through it that go through the hot parts, which would be like your graphics card and probably the north bridge and the south bridge of the processor on the motherboard. Those are probably the three hottest parts. Like your memory is not going to get hot. It's a north bridge, it's a south bridge, and it's the graphics card that gets hot. But it was so loud that like it was louder than almost any other computer I've ever had. So I went into the BIOS to change the settings for the fans. Like you can set the fans to max like 70%, 50%, but it was still way too loud. And unfortunately, I had to return it. So I got this. I'm just using this for now. It's okay.
So it's a backup until the new one comes.
I don't know. I don't know when there's going to be a new one. The old computer I got to replace this one just failed miserably in the sound test. Like the fans were really loud, and like the ambient noise is important.
True.
That's the whole reason why I got rid of the Dell Alienware. The fans on the Alienware just were unbelievably loud. And this one solved that problem. This one it's a great computer. I'll say it's a great computer if I'm checking email. There is no other computer in the world I'd rather have if I'm checking email than this.
Well, do you get emails? Like, do you get one from toepoker.com or?
I have to go through. I wind up going through like 20 emails a day. Probably. Only 20. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Do you have a Google email or a Yahoo?
Oh, I have multiple emails.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Because if you're gonna use Google, you have to have a Google email. But I like my Yahoo email better. So that's the first two. I might have one or two more in addition to that.
My first. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go, Chris. Yeah.
My first email ever, like I remember when all that stuff was coming up, was Hotmail. That doesn't even exist anymore. Microsoft bought it.
Hotmail. I remember Hotmail. Hotmail and AOL. Yeah.
Yeah. I got Hotmail first.
Hotmail.
And then I got Yahoo, and now I use Gmail for most things now.
I like the Yahoo email. That this is going back a few years before they went to some threading system where if you got like if you're in an email chain with someone and you just keep on like you're replying back and forth, it doesn't show up as a separate email. It shows up as like some unread email in an existing chain, and you have to kind of search through the email chain. I still to this day I haven't figured out how to navigate through that. It's not simple to me. It used to be like you could just anytime you got a new email on, you just click it and see what the new thing is. So yeah, if it was part of a thread, you would see it as part of a thread, and that's all cool. But yeah, they changed it. It's very difficult now, and I've actually missed a couple of important emails from a lawyer. He was getting frustrated at me because I wasn't responding, but I didn't see what he sent. Because he sent something, and he sent an important attachment, and I just didn't get the attachment. And he never said there was an attachment within the email, because the attachment was part of some other, like it was part of the thread, but not where you would just click. So
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
The threaded emails thing, I had like when I put the Gmail, I guess I have the Gmail app on my tablet here.
Yeah.
And when I put all my addresses and populated everything, it had it threaded, and I hate that. I rather one email, one reply. Don't put it together. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's all like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say. It's like threaded, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I rather just look at the newest one, and
Exactly.
it took me
Yeah.
like a couple hours. I mean, I'm 50 years old. Took me a couple hours to figure out what setting I had to do, and Google how do you make sure this shit doesn't happen. Because I remember we used to use at work Outlook, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Outlook app is different, right? So but we used to use the program Outlook, and that I could do with folders, and that shit was easy.
Yeah.
And then as soon as something new comes along, it fucks you up. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
annoying.
agree.
It's annoying.
It used to be very simple with Yahoo, and I've used Outlook. Yeah, I've used Outlook a lot. I've used even Lotus Notes back in the day. Used that, and I liked the Yahoo email up until they started integrating this thing, this thing that makes it part of a thread instead of being able to see you got this latest email response on this particular time. Yeah, it's been difficult. I had to wind up paying more to someone because I missed it. So it's actually cost me like real life money. But oh well. At this point I'm not gonna change my email address.
Yeah, well, my Hotmail address, I probably won't ever change until I hope it never dies. Well, it belongs to Microsoft now, so it won't die. They always every like couple of years, they're like, oh, make sure you do this because we're changing servers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit. I got to figure this out. Like, and whatever, like the amount of memory you're allowed to have on the server is being reduced and all kind of shit. Like over the years, it's happened a couple times. It makes you fucking anxious and nervous, man. Not that I save everything, but certain things you just put away, I guess.
Yeah, I have at least 5. I'd say closer to 5 than 10 folders in Yahoo. Where over the years, and I've had it for how long have I had it? At least 30 years. I've had this email address for 30 years in Yahoo. Maybe even more than 30. But yeah, it's something I've just enjoyed using over the years. Very easy to use, and created folders for the important emails I wanted to keep. And then literally, I think it was last year, they started this threading thing. Where did Chris go?
Oh, Chris is gone. All right, threading emails. He's back.
Ding ding. Hello, welcome. Darn it.
There you go. Wrong button. Yeah. Goes to show I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I know on my phone, some functions, my fingers are too fat to reliably press the right one. Half the time.
But this is a tablet. I mean, it's it's not like a mega tablet, but it's still pretty big, I think. But since I've had the tablet, I was mentioning to Sean that I hardly ever use my PC anymore, my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly ever.
That was one thing I'm glad I brought to Thailand. I brought the tablet. It wound up being very useful. I actually wasn't gonna bring it. And I don't know if it was my wife convinced me to bring it, or if she said, why don't you just bring it? It's lightweight. It's a good quality. It's one of those Galaxy tablets. She gave it to me. She bought it. She never used it, so she gave it to me. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But I remember it was really useful. I was able to do what I was able to do. I did do banking things, I think, there. Oh, I had to transfer money from one account to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit more difficult now. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to think why I needed a tablet. I needed it to book the hotel stays. After that first, like my first week, I stayed at a place, and I was extremely sick. I'm like, I got to get out of here. And then I booked it at a different place, and I couldn't. I guess I was having problems doing it on my phone, but I was able to do it on the tablet. And like, I'm glad I brought the tablet.
This is your.
I use the Chase website, JP Morgan Chase website to book because I get a huge discount if I book hotel rooms through the app, or not through the app, yeah, through the website. I must have had trouble doing it on the phone because I remember the tablet was actually really useful.
Yeah, I'm going to Rome in a week.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Nice. So you're gonna? That's the one you're staying with family, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
Are you meeting up with your brother there again?
No, I've got a brother who's
Different. Okay.
different. Yeah. I've got a brother in Sydney and a brother in China.
What happened to the one in Greece?
Greece. Yeah, I love Greece. Yeah, I love Greece. But yeah, basically, my family wanted to go to. It's just two of us, but wanted to go to. I said, "You want to go to Greece or Italy?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I said Palermo or Rome or Rhodes or Kos."
You got to pick.
Greece.
I said Greece. I
said Rome. Yeah. So
Rome. Yes.
Yeah. So, but then the thing is that there's no swimming pools, and it's going to be hot. But we'll see.
I hope it's fun.
Go to the Colosseum. Go to the Vatican.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I'm jealous. I've never been able to do anything. I've never actually visited Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be a big trip. It's not cheap.
No.
Rome is so expensive.
No.
The food there with the cheap part.
Yeah, Rome is definitely expensive. Greece is expensive too. Mm.
No, Greece is my.
You would. I should say it depends. It depends where you go.
Yeah, Greece is cheaper.
Mm.
Yeah, Sicily's cheaper than Rome. But Greece is cheaper. You get a meal there for €12, big meal. And in Italy, that's just for a plate of pasta, but we'll be in Rome, which is the most expensive part of Italy. So the reason for the high prices is the cost in their rent for their restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, are you coming back? You going back to Ireland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a brief visit. And I picked the hotel See, the thing was, there were hotels with pools, but they were sketchy. Like one review said, this is a place of prostitution. And I just went, oh, fuck that.
Wait a minute. You heard prostitution and you said, it's cheaper and it's prostitution and you don't want it?
No.
Because I would just lock myself inside the door.
Yeah. But you're on home.
I would go with the cheaper price. The thing I would be scared about is if they said half the time the pool is got a dead body in it. That would kind of scare me away.
Yeah.
The prostitution I could avoid. The dead body in the pool, I cannot avoid.
It's a family trip. It's not a manga trip or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I've ever done a manga trip.
And if you're from the United States, West Virginia and Kentucky could be both a family trip and a manga trip at the same time. Although that sounds more like an American joke that Americans would laugh at.
Yeah, I didn't get the context. Yeah.
Because half of them marry their cousins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so Chris has fallen off again. He must have got the phone call.
Yeah, I think he must have. What was I gonna say? So you're gonna be out for a week there?
No, 4 nights.
Okay. You gonna stream from there? Like you gonna show the Acropolis? You gonna show the you're not gonna be in Venice. You're gonna show Saint Peter's Square in Rome?
We'll go
maybe take pictures?
We'll go to the Vatican. I think we will go to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Just that it's with my oldest son. So
Oh, you taking him?
Yeah. First big trip.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Yeah. But that's the thing is that it will be.
That's why it's double the price now.
It's crazy expensive. I didn't realize how expensive it is. Like the room would be about $180 a night.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, eesh.
Yeah. But that's the cheapest you can get in Rome.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, there's cheaper places, but they're sketchy, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's, yeah.
That's like the Somerset, right next door to where I stay in Pattaya. The Somerset was like 180 a night. I'm right next door for 30 a night. But it's no more sketchy there than it is at the Somerset. I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah.
And it was a great time. I said, I'm going back. 30 a night and $3 meal at KFC. How could you turn that down?
SOS Chris says he's off to Charlie's stream. He wanted to talk about Charlie.
Oh, he was welcome to come on, and I would have put Charlie.
Yeah.
I do have actually from his post before. Well, I don't have it. I don't have it up here, but because I crashed. But I did have window. I did have this going.
Why are so many?
I had this going, and I had Charlie
richness
in the. It has stream in the background.
What's Charlie doing now then? What's he up to now?
He's ordering food. It looks like.
Is he at Taco Bell again?
Oh, is he?
This camera is so weird.
Let's see. I'll fast forward it to. I don't know if they have Taco Bell there in Guatemala.
Got mixed up. I don't know what that is, but mixed as a sandwich.
Looks like a mom and pop shop.
Like some sort of sandwich. I don't really want a sandwich right now. I need something to drink.
I'm just fast forwarding it by a few seconds. Okay, so this is hold on. This isn't Taco Bell. No, this isn't Taco Bell. Look at this symbol here. Do you see this, Sean?
What is it? A chicken or something?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It looks like a fast food place with like a half. It's a half human, half. Can I say duck? Half human, half duck.
I just want refreshment.
Oh, they even have someone at door opener. And it's funny. Everyone from Guatemala is like between 5 foot and like 5'6", 5'7".
Wow.
Yeah, Chief Charlie would be like one of the tallest people there. Like every restaurant, even in a country like that, they have these like QR codes.
Most cities something to drink. I didn't see any like juice stands. I might get like a snack.
But I'm actually glad to see that Chief Charlie is.
Wings look pretty good, but they only sell.
He's having fun there. I was. Oh, I'm going to pause this for a second. No, why am I pausing it? I should just turn the volume down. All right, I'm going to turn the volume down. I'm not going to pause it. I was concerned, knowing what I do know about Guatemala, that he would be singled out and targeted there. I'm guessing they get so little gringos in Guatemala that I guess it makes it safe. Unlike a lot of parts of Mexico. You go to bad parts of Mexico and yeah, you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it do you think he's eating?
Pollo.
Chicken?
Yes. See?
The restaurant wasn't Hermanos Polis from Breaking Bad, was it? Hermanos.
That's one show I haven't seen. I saw like the first episode of Breaking Bad. Maybe I saw the first two. I don't know. It was a little bit too violent.
Yeah. All right.
But it's good. He's it looks like he's enjoying it. He's still there.
Every country, just like in Mexico,
Yeah.
Guatemala, they call things different. Spanish. Every region's got countries got different language. The English say stuff a lot different than Americans. You guys call sidewalk pavement.
I'll just grab another.
Yeah.
We call it sidewalk. So, in Mexico they call the square Zocalo. Here they call it parque. It's different terminology everywhere you go. Even within the United States, like for example, some parts of America they'll call like pop. I grew up calling it like Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew. We were called pop. Like I want pop. Other parts of the country they call it soda.
Yeah, Chief Charlie is right there. Depending on the part of the country, you would call things pop versus soda.
And that's within the United States.
Here, Coke calling stuff Coke here, but if they don't have Coke, they'll always say, "Is Pepsi okay?" Because places they either have Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah,
Seems like one or the other.
Kids growing up and teenagers who always drink a lot of pop. Like when you get down south, they say like soda or soda pop. They say soda pop, soda or pop. We just call it pop. That's a pop.
Bitty bitty pop. Yeah, they did not call things pop here. They would call it soda or they call it soda or a Coke. If you ask for pop, they'd be like, "Where's your dad?"
Actually, I call it soda more because like more of the world seems to call it soda. So I've already lost like calling it pop, but throughout my life I called it pop. Now I say more soda. Chicago area kids always said pop. Yeah, same thing. Cleveland. Yeah, we always say pop. I don't know the geographic.
Yeah, it's called like a Midwest thing. There's actually a chart. Like there's a visual chart of where people call drinks what.
I know a lot of it they don't say pop too. It's just different. parliaments for different words. You guys sit out here. Just a quick pit stop. I could get a coffee or something, but I think I'll slow down on the coffee.
Can you fast forward, Tyzee? He's actually traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He went fast. I think I only fast forward like 2 minutes. Well, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Yeah. Top chat. Change that to live chat. Is this good?
Yep. Oh, he's right. He's gotten out of the taxi now.
I could click this.
Yeah, that's
They
him.
have, look at, they have rebuilt school buses.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So I don't know if you could hear the volume might be too low for the mic to pick up. Can you hear the mic on this?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, let me turn it up one notch. I had to be careful because it gets really loud. I almost doubled it. All right. How is this? We back up. Can you hear the sound now?
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, I don't.
It's soft.
I had to turn sound down because it gets way too loud. This is like 20%. Hey, Chris, you want to come on and comment on this? Or...
Easy.
I still have a half hour left before I got to go. I think tonight's going to be a tough night to stay on. But I do have a half hour left.
You got a half an hour. All right.
Yeah.
Half an hour, everybody.
He's saying it's not a direct bus. I got to transfer again. So it's like 2 transfers to get to Lake Patipon. I don't know where I got to get off the transfer. Get up to some random town tonight. I haven't sleeping hotel.
I like how he says some random town.
I can't believe there's not like a direct line between Antigua. Like it's like the 2 biggest tourist.
He's never been there before. Every town he goes into right now is some random town.
Yeah, transfer twice on bus.
Yeah, SOS Chris, come on and explain what you mean. I saw the chat earlier. He was telling the chat something. Like, and you said be tougher. Like, I don't know. Are you saying the chat should be tougher, or Cheap Charlie should be tougher on the chat, or Cheap Charlie should just be tougher where he's at? I wasn't sure what you meant by that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So Charlie's using Prism. I guess Prism's pretty popular. But I think Prism, isn't that you can't have people on if you use Prism?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're paying a lot of money to let some kind of direct shuttle.
I guess it makes sense if you're not doing StreamYards anyway.
$30.
The video quality looks pretty good.
This is going to cost me maybe $3.
Hey, Dave Roberts. Hello. welcome back, and I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you, Cheetah.
Bus tours of Guatemala with Charlie.
I can run him up here. Thank you, Cheetah.
This song is a real good blend between Guatemalan and hillbilly.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real blend between
Beans.
It's like me blending my whiskey I just bought with vodka.
It's a blend, between hillbilly and Mexican.
Roselle drink they gave to you for free. And something else. I forget what else. Some pickled cabbage.
No. Hello, welcome.
Hello, buenas noches.
Buenos Aires.
Buenas Aires. Well, I'm ahead of my time.
Buenos Aires, Italy. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos dias is all Spanish, but Buenos Aires is Italian. And buongiorno is Italian.
And bonsoir is French.
And Bon Jovi is American.
And Bono is Irish.
And Carly and Minogue is Australian.
Napoleon Bonaparte is German.
Was he?
Yeah, German, French. Yeah, no, French.
Yeah, I thought it was French. Yeah.
Yeah, he's French. Yeah, he's still going.
Yeah. So Charlie, he had a little bit of a huff earlier on. He had a bit of a rough night last night. He travelled a lot yesterday. He went to Guatemala City, and I think he got a bit spooked, and he wanted to get out of there and get back to Antigua. And then the chat was giving him a bit of a ribbing, and he took to heart. He woke up very grumpy and tired and worn out, and he was touchy. And he brought it all on himself because on his checkout, he had a late checkout at 12:30, and he had a 20-minute or 10-15-minute lay down before he left the building or left the apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said to the chat, right, I'm going to go to the checkout. I'm going to log off now. I want you to watch this video of another YouTube video. He said he's also been to Guatemala. Tell me what you think of him. So I watched it. It wasn't just me. He told everyone else to watch it. But like the whole video was an hour. I thought, fucking hell, can't watch a whole hour. It'd be halfway through his stream. So I watched 15 minutes, which was more than anyone else, I think. And I came back and I said, well, what do you want to ask us about him then? And he said, well, what do you think of his style? So he was just gearing himself up to be attacked. Yeah. So everybody said he's a lot more confident in you. He doesn't mess with his words. He doesn't mess with people. He says what he says and does what he says he's going to do. Anyway, I'm not a soft touch. I'm really nasty if I want to be. Oh, it was funny. Oh, he seems like he's got over it now. He's smiling, but he's just exhausted. Yeah, I mean, he must have travelled on about 6 buses yesterday, and a couple of taxis and one motorbike ride. Oh, we went to Hooters in Guatemala City and stayed for 20 minutes, and that was it, and then left. As soon as he gets settled somewhere, he just destroys himself.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. Is this the real Steph?
It's definitely.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's a real Steph because he had trouble getting the right microphone on.
Yeah. Still the microphone from my laptop. Yeah.
You been watching Charlie?
Yeah, for 15 minutes. Yeah.
It's quite interesting, actually.
I have to admit, I've never seen Guatemala before. So, from that perspective, I'm happy to see it. Like what I'm seeing out the windows of the bus isn't too impressive. But
all the houses and everything look very similar to where he was staying in Mexico. Is it Oaxaca? Is it all single-story like block bungalow buildings, sort of thing? They all look like cow sheds, whatever, but they're quite nice.
I can't watch him for more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's always the same, autistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's Charlie, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the good thing he's pushing himself, you know.
So, has anybody noticed that there's a new function on the YouTube chat?
Yeah?
Have you seen it?
No.
It's called XP Chat, and it's just a competition there to see who does the most chats. But I've discovered why they're doing it now. They're doing, obviously to promote the channel and get more activity, but also it's in purple XT at the top. When you do a chat in someone's stream, whatever, when you make so many chats, then you'll get like 25 points for each chat you do.
It's nothing to brag about.
No, it's just a gimmick. But it has a function. It makes you. They try to make you super chat. Oh, if you want to carry on and be a leader, you got super chat. So I refuse. So I refused to do it. And about an hour later, it lets you back on again.
So they're punishing people for chatting a lot.
No, they're not punishing people for chatting. They're awarding points for chatting, but if you want to continue and be a fucking simp and say that I'm the leader, they try and make you super chat to continue.
Yeah, the key word I heard you say was continue. If you want to continue, you super chat.
Yeah. But then they let you back on again when they know you're not doing it. Whatever. It's all an experiment at the moment, I think. It won't last.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did something to encourage people to super chat because they get 30% of that.
Of course, sure, yeah. Extra revenue, isn't it? And also it's generating more, and it works last night in Charlie's. It caused problems for Charlie because everyone was sort of just aimlessly making comments, and it was causing
type the same letter over and over again,
Well, yeah, you could.
Times.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, no, I think there's an AI bot that knows what you're saying to what sort of extent.
I had to stop even at the minimum audio. I couldn't hear you guys over him.
But what I'm waiting for now is I don't think he's on such a bigger bus. Some of these old American school buses have incredibly long overhangs on the back, don't they? From the back
like an American bus, yeah. I did see the outside of it. It does look like an American bus.
He's in about an hour's time. He's going to be going up some really bendy mountain roads, and that bus is going to be hanging off the side of the cliff on the back end because the wheels are forward, so they can do the turns on the sharp bends.
What's your point, Chris? What's your point?
Well, the point is, if the back of the bus goes over the side of the cliff, he's going to be dangling in midair over the side of the mountain.
Who is going over a cliff?
No, they won't actually be going over, but it will feel like they're in
Who are
midair.
you talking about? You're talking about the bus. Which
the bus.
What bus?
The buses on there, like the old American school buses. They're very long.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Is Charlie sitting in that bus?
Yeah, Charlie's sitting on it. He's sitting in the bus now.
Okay.
But I don't think this one's so long. It's a shorter one. Maybe because for that reason it doesn't hang over the side. You know what I mean, Tyzer, you know, about the long buses, yeah?
He's if it goes over a cliff area.
Yeah.
Going
the
up
wheels will be on the
around.
road still, but the back end of the bus will be over the side.
That would be something. That would be something we should stay tuned for.
I like those old school buses in America.
That's what this is. That's what they are. Yeah.
You don't have that in Belgium.
No.
School, but
they look like the old buses that used to be in the film Speed. Do you remember that film, Speed?
Yeah. Sandra Bullock.
That's it, Sandra Bullock. That's it.
I like big bus and I cannot lie.
I once talked with her, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah?
After that movie Speed, yeah, in London. We were sitting in the same restaurant. She was doing an interview together with, what was that man playing?
Keanu
Reeves, yeah. They're doing an interview. And she can ask me, did I don't bother you? I say, no.
He didn't get a number then, Steph, huh?
No.
Apparently her career did not do too well after that. Keanu Reeves, on the other hand, was able to do John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3, John Wick 4.
Oh, she done after that was Congeniality Girl, innit? Whatever. 1 and 2. Which was a load of crap.
Keanu Reeves.
Which is the number of people that paid for tickets.
In The Matrix also?
I've never seen a John Wick film yet.
It's like a dirty pleasure. It's kind of like, if you like just killing people.
I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. Something didn't really appeal to me.
It's just totally you just want to numb your mind. You don't want to think about anything. You just kind of want to watch people kill other people. That's kind of what it's about. All of them. It's not even like 1 through 4 is any different.
I have a strange story to tell. What happened today to me?
You should do it now because I have to go in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but don't interrupt me, okay? So shut up. I was eating today a pot of chocomousse, in those little plastic by 3 inch by 3 inch by 2 inch. And I finished it. And I put it in the sink, poured some water over it to clean it, to recycle it later. And then I went on my e-bike, drive around for an hour. I came back and I wanted to put the little plastic box with the chocomousse. It was clean. I wanted to put it in the recycled. And I put it out, it's still black on the bottom, but I didn't clean it yet. And then I take a look, there were like 10 screws inside that chocomousse pot. 10 screws.
Screws?
And screws, yeah, like bolts. And I didn't touch a bolt today. They didn't fall off from the kitchen or something, or because there must be some screws beside them. So I closed my door. Nobody could go inside. And I'm still wondering how those screws came into the Chocomus pot. It's a mysterious to me. I can't
Right?
explain it. I can't explain it. I didn't put them in. Why would I?
How many? Oh my
Oh,
God, Charlie's talking to a lady.
like 10, 12?
What? Really?
Yeah. And they were not in the bottom of the Chocomus because I eat it all. There could be one inside it, but 10. I'll show you them.
Maybe you did that and you forgot about it.
I did. I can't remember. I touched the screw today.
Perhaps it was the ghost of your computer and all the screw bits were coming back.
Maybe I'm living in a different reality or something, or I don't know. I so strange. The
Very
only one who has a key to my apartment is my landlord, but he wouldn't do that. That would be. No, not that guy. Put us all 4 on it.
He's talking to a girl. Looks like he's got a date for tonight.
Yeah, like 10 seconds. I can't see us anymore.
Oh yeah, well, I put you on because you said you're going to show the screws or something.
Oh yeah, I can show you.
So you're saying this was in your food. I fell on black days.
Where's Sean gone? Is he still in?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Black days.
What'd you make of that then? This is a bit weird. Isn't it?
What happened to Cheap Charlie?
Very weird.
Are these screws? So these screws, Steph, you're saying these screws were in your food and they're not edible.
Jesus Christ.
Are these screws? Oh, wait, screws. Oh, they are screws. They were in your food?
So strange.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I can't see you anymore, and
That's very weird, freakish.
Were they in your food?
yeah.
So someone's trying to kill you.
Sure.
Oh.
Is there a cabinet above the sink?
Yeah, but there's not. Maybe one screw fell off.
Yeah.
But not like 10, 15.
So it sounds like it was in your food. It was in your food. It had to be in your food.
This is the photo of they were all inside here. Unbelievable.
Inside what?
Can you show us all 4?
Yeah, I just did. Then you're showing something.
I can't see. I only can see me.
Yes, because I just put you back. I just put you back when you started showing it.
Well, yeah, what's the container it was in?
Yeah, now I can see you guys.
It's a mousse container, Sean. Like a chocolate mousse container.
Strange.
Plastic or cardboard?
Plastic.
Plastic. That's so weird. Could have been homicide, Steph, if you ate those.
I did it, but I can't remember I did that.
But it's food you bought today. You ate the food and you found these screws inside.
Yeah, afterwards, huh? I ate it all. Then I put it under the water. and then I want to recycle it, and then I sew the screws.
And this is definitely the same flat that you was in before, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Put away Charlie, put us 4 on. I can't watch him anymore.
Well, I got like 3 minutes left. 3 minutes.
I just cleaned myself. New t-shirts, new underwear.
Oh, he's saying goodbye already now, look, because he's with this lady.
I cleaned
Well,
my
I
bed,
guess-
no cheats on my bed, so
Lovely. Very good.
I will sleep good tonight. Yeah, my e-bike goes good, you know. Very good. Too
Yeah, I
too
saw the
good.
picture. I saw the picture of the e-bike. It does look really
Mm.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some side bags for it, so I can put food inside.
Don't
A
forget to pedal.
new lock, so they can't steal it. Those heavy ones.
Is anyone watching the French Open by chance?
No.
Roland
No, only watch the cycling. Giro d'Italia. I will look at the half finals and the final, I think.
I don't think there's
Roland.
anyone from Belgium in it.
No, they're all 4 out. They're all out. It's the first time in 13 years. No Belgians in the second round.
There was I know there's 15 Americans still in it, but I don't think any of the 15 have a chance. Actually, Coco Gauff has a chance. I take that back.
Mm.
Anyone want to come on and relieve me as I entertain family who is coming back very shortly? I might be able to come back on, but I know I have to for at least a half hour. I have to go offline. Anyone wants to start a stream? Pick up the
70 people watching.
yeah 70. That's not bad.
So what else you been up to, Steph?
Yeah, I'm so happy with Manda. I can go in, I can buy food, I'm not reliable on other people anymore. So
Yeah, it's good. It
goes
as long
fast.
as you could evade the police.
I don't have to push my pedals, I just have to turn them around and it goes. So that's good. But it started too brutally, that's...
And where'd you buy that? From Temu, did you, Steph? Or?
No, they don't sell bikes.
Yeah, they do.
No,
I don't think I got it from Timo.
From Hoodway.
And was it expensive or?
669 euros.
Oh, yeah, that's expensive.
Cheapest I could find. Yeah.
Well, that just means it's a really good bike.
Yeah, and it's legal in Belgium. That's important. It goes good. Yeah, it's a small one, but not driving to Antwerp with it, so just here nearby.
Okay, I gotta head off.
Can I do a music quiz?
Maybe if I could come back on. Right now, I have to log off for at least 20, 25 minutes. Maybe I can.
But I play the music for like 10 seconds. Is that okay?
I gotta log off.
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, ding ding. Hello, you're unwelcome. Yeah, I gotta go offline for a bit, but I will post something online if I could come back on. Thank you guys for coming on. I gotta head off for a little bit.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Yes, see you soon.
See you in 20 minutes.
Well, if everything goes well, it'll be like 25 minutes.
Chris, you want to stream till then?
I haven't got enough power in the phone. There's only like 25%. It's getting old, this phone now. I think I've got to get a new one. It's getting hot very quick all the time, and the battery power's going down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see you later then. See you later, Steph. See you later, Sean.